The random variable is distributed between 0 and 4. The random variable y is obtained from x using y is equal to x minus 2 whole square. What are the CDF and PDF for y? So the solution for this I have put in the group. You just go through it. Once again, I will be explaining here with the help of the chart and all. So here we are given a random variable x. I'll be doing it fast. So random variable x is being given, and using this random variable we can generate y using the function x minus 2 whole square. So using which we'll be able to write the reverse function. So here taking the square root on both sides. So here we will be getting y square root on both sides will be getting, sorry, taking square root on both sides will be getting square root of y is equal to x minus 2, plus or minus will be there. So using which we can write x is equal to plus or minus root y plus 2. So here x takes the value plus root y plus 2 and minus root y plus 2. So this is the range where the independent variable x will be taking the value. So now in the problem it is also mentioned that the random variable x, it is distributed between 0 to 4, right? So here using that statement, so here you can draw the plot. So here you can show the x and y axis. So along the x axis you'll be marking 4 points starting from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here between 0 to 4, the random variable x is being distributed. So here using this, we have to find the PDF value fx of x. So here, as we know, it is distributed at 4 points. And here the slope, it can be taken as 1 by 4. So which will be equal to 0.25. So here using this, we can write fx of x as 0.25. And here using this PDF value, we can also calculate the CDF value. As we know, the relation between the PDF and the CDF. So here the CDF fx of x, it can be obtained by integrating the PDF fx of x, this is capital X, with respect to x. So here substituting fx of x as 0.25, or you can substitute 1 by 4. So here we'll be getting 0.25 dx, which is equal to 0.25 x. That is the integration of 1 with respect to x will be x. So here we'll be getting the CDF as 0.25x, and this value it will be holds good between the values 0 to 4. So having this PDF, so here we can go for calculating the PDF and the CDF for the random variable capital Y. So now we can use the equation fy of y is equal to probability of y less than or equal to y, which can be written in terms of the range of the independent variable x. So here we can write probability. So here the range we have seen as minus root y plus 2 less than x less than or equal to root y plus 2. So here within this probability range, within this range, so we need to find the CDF. So once you get the CDF, you can also calculate the PDF using the relation between those two. So here we can write this equation as, so here this is nothing but, so this is y1 value and this is y2 value. So here what we can write, so here fx of root y plus 2 minus fx of minus root y plus 2. So now we know the CDF value for root y plus 2, because here you can see that we have the value of x as plus or minus root y plus 2. So here you are going to make the replacement in terms of the CDF value. So here this can be written as fx of root y plus 2, it can be written as 0.25 x2, here I'll write because I'll tell what y will be writing that. So into, so minus of 0.25 x1 I will be writing. So suppose if you write 0.25x and minus 0.25x, you will be assuming that they will be getting cancel each other. So but here the values of x, they are different. Here you can see that, so it is taking the value y minus root y plus 2 and root y plus 2. So here for that reason you just make this assumption. So here we can substitute x 0.25 into root y plus 2 minus of 0.25, sorry, oh, this is what, minus root y, right? Minus root y plus 2 into 0.25. So that will be there. So simplifying this, it will be yielding the value. So here 0.25 root y minus into minus plus 0.25 root 5. Root y, it will be giving the value 0.5 root y. So whereas the 0.5 minus 0.5, that will be cancelling each other. So this is the CDF value for the new random variable y, which is resulted using the old random variable x. So now once you got the CDF, so you can calculate the PDF Fy of y as differentiation of Fy of y with respect to dy. So here you have this value. So here differentiate this with respect to y, d by dy of 1 by 2 I'll write, instead of 0.5 I'll be writing 1 by 2 and root y. So differentiating this, it will be yielding the value 1 by 2 differentiation of root y is how much? Y to the power minus 1 by 2. That is nothing but here you will be writing y to the power 1 by 2. So here the differentiation of this will be y to the power 1 by 2 minus 1, which will be yielding the value as y to the power minus 1 by 2. So here the PDF for this new random variable will be 1 by 2. So 2 will be there already. So once again here you will be getting one more 2 when you differentiate that. So you will be getting 1 by 4 into root y. So this is the final answer. So this is how you are going to solve the problem. So similarly you can take the next problem. So I'll just share one more problem with you. So you have to solve this problem now. Take the problem number 75. So here 75, it says that random variable x is uniformly distributed between 0 and 2 and y is equal to 3x cube. That is the new random variable. It is obtained using the transformation function y is equal to 3x cube. What is the PDF for y? So here solve this similar to the previous problem. So how we are going to solve? So here I'll just open with a new notebook. So here we have what? We have given the transformation function as y is equal to 3x cube. And also he says that x is distributed between 0 and 2. So using this data, you need to generate the PDF for the variable y. So here using this, you have to write the reverse process. So what is the reverse process for this? What is the reverse process equation? Anyone? How you are going to write this? ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರು y is equal to 3x cube ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, how you are going to write this, the reverse function, that is in terms of x you need to write the equation. Anyone should reply back.
X is equals to cube root of y by 3.
Yes, good, very good. So here we'll be getting y by 3 to the power 1 by 3, and this value will be whole square for the independent variable value 0 to 2. So now using this equation, using this process, now you can go for getting the PDF value. So here according to the given data, the random variable x, it is distributed between 0, 1, 2. So here what is the PDF for this? What is the equation of fx of x here? What is the slope value here? Slope is how much? Slope ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಇದನ್ನ. It is distributed from 0 to 2. So what is the slope value? Yes. Anybody? Suhana? What is the slope value? ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಆರ್ ಯು ಲಿಸ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್?
Listening, ma'am.
Then what is the slope? ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕಾವ್ಯ? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? How many units are there? 2 units. So here 1 by 2, which is equal to 0.5. So here fx of x, it is equal to simply 0.5. So here using this, you can calculate the CDF. So here what is CDF? CDF can be written as capital F x of x is equal to, so how you are going to get it? By, how you are going to get the CDF? By taking the integration of the PDF. So here 0.5 with respect to x. So here 0.5 will be taken. The differentiation, integration of 1 with respect to x is x. So here this is the CDF. So now after getting the PDF and CDF for the random variable x, so then you can first calculate the CDF for the random variable y. So here fy of y, it is obtained by the equation probability of y less than or equal to y, which can be further written as probability of x less than or equal to y by 3 to the power 1 by 3. So here as we have seen y, it is defined by the equation 3x cube. So from which we have obtained x as y by 3 to the power 1 by 3. So now you have to simplify this. So here we can write what? So this will be simply equal to the CDF fx of y by 3 to the power 1 by 3. So this is the CDF. So now this can be written, further written as what? Next ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಾ? So here this is nothing but, so here what you are going to get? Steps ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. So this will be 0.5 into y by 3 to the power 1 by 3. So now using this equation, you can get the PDF. So a PDF fy of y is simply obtained by taking the differentiation of fy of y. So this can be written as d by dy of, so this will be written as 1 by 2. So instead of 0.5, I will be writing 1 by 2 into y to the y by 3 to the power 1 by 3. So here solving this, we'll be getting the answer as 1 by 6, I think 1 by 6, because 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, it will be 1 by 6 into 1 by y by 3 to the power 2 by 3. That is, you will be writing y by 3 to the power 1 by 3 minus 1. Either minus, either simplify ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you will be getting y by 3 to the power minus 2 by 3. That you are going to take it to the denominator. So this is the answer for the 75th problem. Similarly, you can solve the other problems which are same. So here next I'll take up with the problem number 77, which are different from the other problems. Only those problems I'll be solving here. So here 77th problem. So here find the transformation y is equal to g of x that will convert the random variable x, which is uniformly distributed between 0 and 1, into the Cauchy random variable y. So here for that, let us go back to this PDF. So here from the appendix, you can note the whatever the CDF that is available for the Cauchy random variable. So here the CDF for the Cauchy random variable, it is given as fx of x is equal to 1 by pi tan inverse of x by a plus 1 by 2 for the independent variable value x between minus infinity to plus infinity. But here in the given problem, we are asked to get the transformation y is equal to g of x. So which will be converting the random variable x, which is uniformly distributed between 0 and 1. So that has to be converted into the Cauchy random variable y. So but whatever the equation that we are going to see in the appendix, that is in terms of the random variable x. So here instead of using the random variable x. So here we need to convert that to y. So here as we know that we can write x is equal to fy of y. That is nothing but this is nothing but the reverse function. So here as we have seen y is equal to g of x, it can be written as x is equal to g inverse of y. So here using this we can write x is equal to fy of y. So here which is nothing but the CDF of the Cauchy random variable. So for the Cauchy random variable we have seen that 1 by pi tan inverse of, instead of x here we'll be writing y. So here y by a plus 1 by 2. So now rearranging this, that is taking 1 by 2 onto the left hand side. So here we'll be getting x minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by pi tan inverse of y by a. So from this we can write the equation for tan inverse of y by a, because our aim here is to get the equation of y. That is the transformation function y we need to get. So for that reason here we'll be writing the equation. We'll try to write the equation in terms of y. So here for that, here we'll be writing tan inverse of y by a is equal to pi. That is, this pi will be transferred to that side. So you will be getting pi of x minus 1 by 2. So now y by a is equal to, taking tan to the right hand side, we'll be getting tan of pi into x minus 1 by 2, or y is equal to a tan of pi x minus 1 by 2. So this is the required random variable y. So here that is whatever the equation that you have obtained, that represents the transformation equation for the Cauchy random variable. So for that you need to make use of the CDF. And next here, as a next problem, so here we'll move it. Similarly you can solve for the other random variable which are given here. So for Laplace random variable is given, so for Rayleigh random variable is given. So everything remains same, only the thing is you need to make a CDF and you have to go on solving this. So uh, I'll be sharing the solution manual also for the module 1. So from that you try to solve some of the problems. So here let me take the 80th problem. So here in this 80th problem, so here we can see that the random variable x is uniformly distributed between x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 2. Y is related to x using this plot. Find the CDF and PDF for random variable y. So now this is very simple. Only the thing is you are given the problem in terms of the figure. So that I'll be showing how to do this. So now according to the given data, here we have the graph. So the random variable x, it is distributed between minus 3 up to 2. So here along the x-axis we'll be showing the values of the x. So here between x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 2, the random variable is uniformly distributed. And also in the plot it has been given that on the y-axis here it will be taking the value. So here this is minus 1 and this is plus 2. So here at this point it will go like this, right? So here using this we need to find the PDF and the CDF for the random variable y. So now from this graph, so first we need to get what is the value of probability of y is equal to minus 1, because along the y-axis you can see that we have the value of y as minus 1 and plus 2. So here we have to write the values for probability of y is equal to minus 1 and probability of y is equal to 2. So here when you take along the negative y-axis, y is equal to minus 1, here you can see that the value, it moves towards the negative x-axis. So where the value of the random variable x, it is distributed from 0 to minus 3. So here we'll be having 3 units. So here you can see that the total probability, it will be equal to 1, and here the number of units here, it will be 5. So here dividing this 1 among the 5 units, it will be yielding the value 0.2. So yes, since the value is distributed between 3 units towards the negative x-axis, the total probability of y is equal to minus 1, it will be 0.6. And similarly, you can get the value for probability of y is equal to 2. So here towards the positive x-axis. So here you can see that. So here as we can see from the graph, for y is equal to plus 2, the value it is moving towards the positive x-axis. So here the value it is distributed between 2 units. So here 0.2 plus 0.2 is nothing but 0.4. Or simply you can also go with the value 1 minus 0.6. So here as we know p plus q it must be equal to 1. So using that formula also you can write the value. So here having this, now you can go for writing the CDF value, CDF equation. So here Fy of y, so as we know that the CDF it can be expressed in terms of the unit step function, whereas the PDF it can be expressed in terms of the delta unit function. So here you can write Fy of y as 0.6 into u of y minus of minus, it will be plus 1 plus zero point 0.4 u of y minus 2. So this is the equation for Fy of y, that is the CDF. And similarly for Fy of y small, so here we can simply write 0.6 delta of y plus 1 plus 0.4 delta of y minus 2. So this is simple. So here only the thing is you need to understand the diagram and you need to write the values for probability of y is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to 2. So for the same problem, one more problem is been asked. So here you can see that in the 81st problem. So here you can see the random variable x, it is uniformly distributed between x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 3. And y is related to x using the plot which is shown here. The same, only the value of x is going to be changed to minus 2 and 3. Find the CDF and the PDF so that you can repeat. Take that as an assignment. Only the thing is probability of y is equal to minus 1. So here it will be moving towards the x-axis. So here x it will be taking only 2 units. So here probability of y is equal to minus 1, it will be 0.4, whereas probability of y is equal to 0.2. So probability of y is equal to 2, it will be 0.6. Only that is going to change. So like that you can go for solving the problem. And similarly, if you see the 83rd problem, so in the 83rd problem, you can see that the random variable x is a Gaussian with an arbitrary mean mu x and variance sigma x square. The random variable y it is obtained from x using the equation y is equal to e to the power x. Here and the random variable y it is called as logonormal random variable, and we are asked to show that the PDF for the logonormal random variable is given by this equation. So the equation seems to be very large, but whatever the question that is being asked, nearly it will take 2 to 3 lines of solution. So here that you can go here. So here I'll just show with the manual itself. So here y is equal to e to the power x is given. So here taking ln on both sides, we'll be getting ln y is equal to ln e to the power x. So here that is nothing but we'll be getting x is equal to ln y. So after getting the reverse process equation, so next you can go for writing the CDF equation. So here CDF equation Fy of y, it can be written as probability of y less than or equal to y, which is equal to probability of x less than or equal to this ln y. So here this whole probability, this will be equal to fx of ln y. So now you can express this in terms of the whatever the CDF you are given. So using this CDF, so we can get the PDF value. So here PDF, as we know, it is obtained by taking the differentiation. So here we can write Fy of y is equal to d by dy of fx of ln y. So here this will be equal to, so here the whatever the differentiation of the CDF, so that will be resulting in the PDF which is written as fx of ln y into the differentiation of ln y is 1 by y. So that you are going to write. And as in the problem it is mentioned that it is a Gaussian random variable. So for the Gaussian random variable, we know that the PDF it is expressed as 1 by root 2 pi e to the power minus z square by 2, right? So here z it will take the value ln y. And here since mean and whatever the standard deviation is mentioned, so for that reason, so here in place of z square, here we'll be writing minus ln y minus mu x whole square divided by sigma x square and into 2 will be there. So that I'll show in the equation. So here if it is that if that is confusing, so here you can see that. So here as we know fz of z is equal to 1 by root 2 pi e to the power minus z square by 2 is the PDF. So here given this, so now, so as we have seen in the PDF, in the answer, we have obtained the value as, just a minute. So here, this is the PDF for the Gaussian random variable. So we have seen y is equal to e to the power x, so which is simplified by taking the ln on both sides. So here we got ln y is equal to ln of e to the power x, so which implies ln y is equal to x ln e. So ln e to the base is nothing but 1. So here we'll be getting the reverse equation as x is equal to ln y. So after getting the reverse equation, the next step is we need to get the CDF. So here CDF Fy of y, it can be obtained as probability of y less than or equal to y, which is equal to probability of x less than or equal to this ln y. So now this is simply equal to fx of ln y. So up to this it remains same. Next you can get the PDF Fy of y is equal to dy of fx of ln y. Every process remains same. Only the thing is you need to know how to write the equations. So here this is equal to, the differentiation of ln y is 1 by y, and the differentiation of the CDF, it is the PDF fx of ln y. So now, as it is mentioned, it is a Gaussian random variable. So now you are going to replace fx of ln y in terms of the Gaussian variable. So 1 by y will be there. So here for the Gaussian random variable, we have seen that is 1 by root 2 pi, 1 by root 2 pi whole thing, it will be there, into e to the power minus, here z square we need to write, since they have mentioned the mean and the standard deviation. So here we'll be writing the equation as minus of ln y minus mu x whole square, z square in place of z we will be writing this, divided by sigma x square. So actually z value is ln y minus mu x divided by sigma x square into 2 will be there. So here whatever the equation that you have seen, so you are replacing in terms of the ln y minus mu x whole square by 2 sigma x square. So that is the proof. So here it seems to be very complicated problem, but you need to know how to solve the equation. Okay. And next we'll take up the problems on the conditioned random variable. So few problems I'm going to solve here. So here we are going to take the first problem on the conditioned random variable. Almost we are at the end of this module 1. So here for the conditioned random variable, so we are going to take the 88th problem. So here, so 88th problem is, so the discrete random variable x is been given, which is defined as fx of x is equal to 0.25 delta of x plus 0.25 delta of x minus 1 plus 0.25 delta of x minus 2 plus 0.25 delta of x minus 3. The event b is equal to x greater than 0. So what are the PDF and the CDF conditioned by the event b? So here it is very simple. So here the event P is given, which is defined as x greater than 0. So for that we have to get the equation of probability of B, because whenever you will be writing the conditioned PDF, so at that point we need the probability of the conditioned event B. So here that will be equal to, so here as it is given x greater than 0, so here will be including P of x is equal to 1 plus P of x is equal to 2 plus P of x is equal to 3. So we are going to stop at x is equal to 3, because in the given PDF in the problem, so here x maximum it can take the value 3. So you cannot write further values. For further values probability will be 0. So now from this equation you can write the probability as 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25, which will be equal to 0.75. So here next, for the conditioned probability or conditioned PDF equation. So here you can see fx by b of x, it is defined as fx of x by p of b. So here p of b you have calculated. P of b is 0.75. So from x is equal to 1 to 3, if you add the probability value, it will be equal to 0.75. So fx of x equation is been given. So fx of x is given as 0.25 delta of x and so on, right? So here for the first place, so here 0.25 delta of x minus 1, it has to be divided by p of b, which is equal to 0.75. Plus, similarly, you will be writing for the next term. So in next term, we have 0.25 delta of x minus 2 divided by 0.75 and so on. So here, since we are giving only for x greater than 0, so here from the given PDF, we will be excluding this part, 0.25 delta of x ideyala. So here it shows x is equal to 0. So for that, you will be eliminating this, and for the remaining things, you will be writing the equation for the condition PDF fx by b. And after getting the condition PDF, you can easily write the equation of the condition CDF capital Fx by b of x. So here, instead of expressing this in terms of the delta, you will be expressing in terms of unit step function. So here you can see that, so in the equation fx by b of x, that is in the PDF, so 0.25 by 0.75 is nothing but 1 by 3. So here it has been replaced as the delta of x minus 1 by 3 plus delta of x minus 2 by 3 and so on. And similarly, you will be writing the equation for the CDF. So only the thing is, you have to see the condition that is given. So here the condition given is capital X is greater than 0. Since it takes the value greater than 0, you have to eliminate the first term, for which it will be taking x is equal to 0. ಇದನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು write the conditioned PDF as well as the CDF. And the next problem is, the random variable x is uniformly distributed between 0 and 5. The event b is equal to x greater than 3.7. So whatever the value will be considering, that has to be greater than 3.7. And for given this data, we are asked to calculate fx by b of x, mu x by b, and sigma x by b square. So here from this here you can see that the PDF, the random variable x, it is distributed between 0 to 5. So you are using this statement, you can calculate fx of x. So here fx of x is equal to 1 by 5. How we are going to write? We know that the total PDF is equal to 1 and it is distributed between 5 places. So here the PDF is 1 by 5. And next, probability of b is, so here we have to consider b x greater than 3.7. So here we can write the equation 5 minus 3.7 divided by 5, which will be giving the probability of the event b as 0.26. Once you get this probability of b and fx of x, next you can go for calculating the conditioned PDF fx by b of x as fx of x divided by p of b. So here fx of x is 1 by 5 and p of b is 0.26. Here it is not into, it has to be divided. So here 1 by 5 into 0.26, it will be equal to 0.762. So here whatever into you are taking, so you are going to see, so this 0.26, it has to come to the denominator. So that is written wrongly. So you just make the correction for that. And next, mean has to be calculated. As we know, mean is expressed as integral x into fx of x we used to write. So instead of fx, you will be writing x into fx by b of x into dx. And what is the range? So 3.7 up to 5. So here, as we have seen, the uniform, the random variable, it is distributed from 0 to 5. But here we have, it has to be conditioned by the event b, for which is going to take the value x greater than 3.7. So 3.7 ಮೇಲೆ ಇರೋದಷ್ಟೇ values ತಗೋಬೇಕು. So here 3.7 up to 5 you are going to consider the values. So considering that, so here fx by b, it is obtained as 0.7692, that can be taken outside. Integrate x with respect to x and substitute the limits and get the answer. Similarly, sigma x by b square. So here x minus mu x whole square into fx by b of x. So here you need to remember the standard deviation and the variance equations. So for variance, we used to write x minus mu x whole square into fx of x. So here directly I have written the equation values. So here x minus mean is nothing but 4.35 whole square into fx by b of x, that is the condition PDF value has been substituted. So you're taking this outside and simplifying this x term. So here it will give the variance value. Similarly, the other problems are also there. So one more problem I'll explain. Let x be an exponential random variable which is defined by fx of x is equal to 1 minus e to the power minus x by 3 for x greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for x less than 0. So here we are considering the event b for which it is taking the value x greater than 2. So what are fx by b, mu x by b and sigma x by b. So here considering the condition b is equal to x greater than 2. So here we can get the probability of b as 1 minus p of x less than or equal to 2. So here you just understand. So here x greater than 2. So it has been given. So here using which you can make use this statement to get the exact probability value. So which can be written as 1 minus fx of 2. So here for x is equal to 2, you will be getting the CDF value. So which is equal to e to the power minus 2 by 4, which will be giving the value as 0.5134. And using this, you can substitute. You can calculate the condition PDF, mean, and variance using these formulas. Only the thing is, you need to differentiate this and get the answer. And in detail, I'll be sending the solution for this along with the solution manual. And be prepared for the test too well. So it will be consisting of both theory as well as the problems. So concentrate on both theory and the problems. Do well in the test.